Shore excursions can be expensive. In today's adventure, we are headed ashore without a shore excursion to find out what really happens here at the port of Roatan. And what we find just might surprise you. Okay, we are about to head out there. It looks like some folks are gearing up for their shore excursion. Some folks are headed already over to the beach. We are going to do a little bit of everything today. We are going to walk across that bridge through the nature trail. I believe there's a nature trail there. We are going to go to the beach, and we are going to take you through the little shopping village over here to my left, which is hidden by the trees. There's an up close look at the Carnival Dream. And this way to your right for all tours. Here's the security hoo-ha for when we come back in. You'll need to swipe your medallion. They did ask us to bring our government ID along with us. And here are some more photo opportunities. And welcome to Mahogany Bay. Okay, so your first port of entry is into some air conditioning, which is wonderful. And you have a duty-free shop that has all of the things that you would expect. Perfumes, alcohol, sunscreen. So we are headed towards the shops and the beach now. This is a little hilly, just so that you know. It's not flat. It is even, but you are going up a bit of an incline here. Okay, on your left, the first thing you'll see is the Del Sol and the Caraloha, and straight ahead will be the Diamonds International. So shopping is to the left, beach is to the right, and it looks like the taxis and tours are also to the left. There's a welcome desk here where you can go ahead and book your own tour if that's what you'd like to do. Over on the right, you have Roatán, which is a jeweler of Roatán. You have also Diamond Marquis. Looks like they share a space. You have a restaurant. I do believe there's 4 restaurants here. This is one of them. And I believe there are also 22 shops here. Across the way, you have Silver Sun. You have a premium resort wear place. Right next to the Diamonds International, you have Ocean Drive, Roatán. You have artists set up. All right, so the magical flying beach chair. So if you wanted to do this, it is, I believe, $14 per person to do this. Right now, it does not look like the chairlift is operational, but here are some of the other activities. Snorkeling, fun cats, aqua, cycles, seacoms, floats, umbrellas, etc., clamshells. These are all the prices. Feel free to pause it and take a look. And here is a look. I guess it's just this wide, and this makes me nervous because, like, where's the seatbelt? I don't see a seatbelt. Do you see a seatbelt? I don't see a seatbelt. Nope, no seatbelt. Okay. All right, we are following now the walking trail. That's correct. We are following the walking path now over to the beach. Oh, it looks like you run into the nature trail anyway. There are hammocks along the way. And there are benches along the way. You can sit and take a break if you're feeling overwhelmed, tired. This port's coming up aces. Let's see if it can hold throughout the day. All right, we were stopped there for our medallions, so I had taken ours off so that we wouldn't be in danger of losing them. So just know that you will have to show them as proof that you are indeed on the Sun Princess or on the Carnival ship, whatever Carnival brand ship is in port. Okay, and the walk was 5-ish minutes. And it looks like they have kayaks, all of your water sports. It looks like you get everything over here to our left. Okay, we are now at the base of the footpath. Here's another photo opportunity. And Over here they do also have a gift shop. Here are the beach rules. Again, this is a free beach. There's no lifeguard on duty, so keep that in mind. No diving, stay within the buoys. Please exit the water whenever ships are entering or leaving the harbor. No rough play, no glassware, and children under 16 must have an adult in attendance. I would be curious to see whether or not they have life vests. But there are shops here. There's the beach life over there. Here's the restroom right here, in case you need it. This is a bit like large cobblestones, so a bit uneven. Oh, it looks like I also see a basketball court back there. All right, Hurricane Hole. Looks like another bar restaurant. So there you go for another of the restaurants. And here's the chairlift. This is where you would get off. Okay, we're headed off into the beach to find a spot. And once we find a spot, I will take you guys on a tour. To our right are chairs. I'm curious about what the Blue Lagoon is. I wish I could stay here forever. Oh gosh. It is peopled. People soup. All right, let's see if we can find some place to sit. They have a massage hut. They do have private cabanas, but those are sold out. So there's a pair out there. We'll go have a look at that. Here's a great view of the Sun Princess. And I'm going to leave that area and head to my right, and let's see what's over here in this general direction. There's another restroom back here, so that's good. And then you have the El Hideaway Bar. And I would imagine you can get food from back here as well. Just going to head through this area. I saw a little area out this way that jets out into the water. Just want to see what that's about. Oh, there are chairs over here too. Not that it's quieter, but it's less populated. Let's take a general walk out on the pier and get a look at that baby. People are out here swimming. There's no diving, and that's because it's rocky down there. You can see how rocky it is. Oh, by the way, this is a wooden plank, so just keep that in mind if you're coming out here barefoot. Ah, yes. This is the coral reef. So people who are wanting to snorkel are coming out to the pier to take a look at the coral. I do want to tell you that I feel perfectly safe here at Mahogany Bay Beach. We are not on Honduras proper, so I feel safe. There is security everywhere. I feel safer here than I did in Belize. And it's really great that there is this beach opportunity here. It reminds me a bit of Bermuda and the beach that you can enter right there at the port in Bermuda. So this is beautiful, absolutely beautiful, and free. Only if you decide to pay for some drinks or anything, that will cost you. But otherwise, the chair is free. My advice, though, is to disembark early, particularly if there are two ships in. You want to be able to secure yourself a spot right on the waterfront. This is beating out Cozumel as a cruise port destination of things to do. Loving this. I would pick a cruise that comes back here again because this is just so much fun. So while this is not technically a private beach, it gives you private beach feels. You can play cornhole over here, and it also looks like there are some areas for you to play volleyball as well, right outside of the restrooms. And we are headed back towards our chairs, but we're not going to stop there. We're going to keep going just so that you can see what else there is that I didn't cover. Again, restrooms over here on the right. This walkway is concrete. It is hot. Make sure that you have shoes on your feet so that you don't burn the bottom of your feet. Over here, looks like beach massages. Here are your showers. There's a little playground area back there for the littles. So there's a restaurant here. I have seen people bring menus out to you. So this is called the Captain's Galley or the Lobster House. So if you wanted to eat in air conditioning, you could. But they have Honduran specialties. Go ahead and pause for viewing the menu if you'd like. So there is plenty of space back here to eat. You don't have to eat at the beach. You could come and grab a table here. You could even eat in air conditioning, it looks like. Let's see, what is the Blue Lagoon? Somebody talk to me about this. Oh, this looks nice. Everybody hold the phone. Let me speak to somebody about this. Oh yeah, let me talk to somebody about this. Let me see how much this is. Okay, yes, I did it. I got us a space for 4 people here at the Blue Lagoon. So we're in the shade, and there's also more of a private beach here, and it's quieter, there's less people. So they will give you a wristband to indicate that you are paid. You can come and go. This is for the entire day. It's $140 for the bed for 4 people. And then the chairs, I think, are $114 for 2. So that's not bad either. I will take you on a little tour of this area. It is really small, which is great. And it's less chaotic than out there. All right, so little area. You come in right over there where you see a little hoo-ha. And this is our little beach bed. There's no number on it. They give us 4 waters. They give us the floaties. We get the 2 chairs and the bed. Again, a really small area. And then here's the little beach area. It's peopled, but it's not as much people as on the other side. There are the boys on their floaties out there. Okay, this is what's on offer for drinks here. So feel free to pause. Then on the other side you have food. Fries, chips, salsa, cheese nachos, loaded nachos, burgers, chicken wings. As I told you, the grill is grilling and it smells amazing. And then you have your Honduran specialties down here. Ceviche, baleda, loaded baleda, whole fried snapper, Caribbean jerk chicken, and lobster. So here's what I'm loving about this. This situation cost $140. That is the price of potentially 1 person to do a shore excursion. I'm loving this. I see Mahogany Bay. I see. Okay, this is what the chicken tenders look like. And this is our lunch because we have a 5 o'clock dinner. Okay, so want to talk about value for money here at the Blue Lagoon. I will say again, $140 for the 3 of us or potentially the 4 of us versus $140 give or take per person for an excursion. And I can see the lovely Sun Princess right across the way is money well spent. It's quiet over here. It's not the cabanas on the other side, which come with way more than this does, and that's okay. But $140 for this, for 4 people, I would do it again. If you've enjoyed the day here at Roatan, here at Mahogany Bay Beach, let us know. What else do you like to do here? Did you enjoy Mahogany Bay Beach? Is there something else that you prefer to do when you're here in Roatan? Let us know in the comments below. And chances are we will not get to do the nature trail today, but know that there are a couple of exits from the nature trail to the pathway that leads you to the beach. Once again, exiting the beach area. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go around. We're gonna go to our right and come back around to the left, passing Caraloja and Del Sol on our way back to the ship. So over here on the right, you have Silver Sun, which looks like it is a silver jewelry store. Then you have La Iguana & Co. gift shop. And just outside of the Iguana & Co. gift shop is the restrooms. And we're continuing on here to Island Life Resort Wear here at Ocean Drive. And keeping on, we're going to go past the Diamonds International. And over here, they have a little historical placement of the view of the Bay Islands area. Gives you a little history of the islands and what life was like here going back to the 1600s, actually. And as well as some more artifacts over here. So it's like an open air museum to give you some idea of what the villages were like here, and some of the artifacts that give you a sense of the people of Honduras. And these are the nearest villages here in Central America. Some more historical grounding for the space in which we stand. It's so important to understand the culture of the places that you visit and what their lives were like, what their lives are like now. And this is looks like a sample of a cooking space and what cooking looks like in traditional, I know I'm gonna butcher this, but the Gorganagu culture. And then over here, it talks about some of the fruits and vegetables that are native to the area. Sugarcane, of course, because, hey, there would have been plantations, sweet potatoes, papaya, everything that would have been commercially accessible and viable in the time of colonialism, you would find here. And it looks like here you find some traditional, some traditional dress. And I noticed that you have seashells here, very much like cowrie shells that we see from Africa. Island Outfitters is not unusual to this place. And right next door is Piranha Joe. So this answers the question that I had in Belize as to whether or not this was a chain of some sort. So it looks like you can go from Piranha Joe and get yourself a island specific set of merchandise. And right next door is the Two Sisters gift shop. And this will take you outside of the gates of the port. We are not headed out there. Oh, we did find the zip line entrance, which is right across the way there. Look at the artwork here. And there are restrooms over here as well. There you can see the Carnival Dream. And we are just about to make the turn, the U-turn, to go back towards the cruise ship. But over here we have more of a flea market-like situation with the craft market. Then over here you have wooden crafts, a Honduran wooden crafts market. I don't know how much of this is mass-produced versus actually handmade. There are masks at this booth. You have yourself Honduran bags, shot glasses, sandals. You have the Honduran flag merchandise here. Moving on, so now we have left, we're doing the U-turn now, having left the more crafts market, flea market area. And we're gonna see what other shops are over to our right. And each port of call does have a pharmacy, so if you need a pharmacy, it is right here outside of the flea market. Okay, we found a little area where you could stop, and there are benches for you to sit and eat. There's an espresso americano. There's also a Coco Loco, cold coconut water if you wanted that, if you're interested. And again, just for some directionals, we are now on the other side of that fountain. We've been in those shops over there. And just where we started, over here at Caraloha. Unfortunately, that concludes our day here at Roatan. I have had the absolute best time here at Mahogany Bay. I can highly recommend this. And if I had to rate the cruise ports right now that we visited, this would be number one, followed by Cozumel, and then Belize. Sorry, Belize. You need a redo of your port, and then you could probably be up there in the rankings. But this has been great. I hope that you have enjoyed visiting all of the cruise ports with us. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so that you know when the next adventure begins. And no matter where your next adventures take you, we hope that you enjoy the journey. Bye now.